Hello friends, this is Ekwunife Augustina. I am Amazon published author of 8 books. I welcome you to my channel today for this episode. If this is your first time of connecting with me, I appreciate you and I hope you are going to watch this video to the end because I have a very interesting topic to deal with. So get your seat and let's get started. In today's topic, I am going to talk on the importance of emotional connection in a relationship. What are the importance of emotional connection in a relationship? Number one, it builds a foundation of strength, trust, and respect. But before I go into this discussion today, I want us to understand what it means when we say emotional connection. Okay, what is emotional connection? In my last video, I dealt on this emotional and spiritual connection. You might want to check out the video. I'm going to put the link below this video, so check out my last video by clicking on the link below, okay, in the description section. Okay, you will love it, so check it out. So today I'm still on the topic, what is emotional connection? For someone who have been hearing about emotional connection, the person might want to know, what is this emotional connection? Maybe I don't even know if I'm applying it. So emotional connection in this context is not just about affection or closeness in our day-to-day living. So what is emotional connection? Emotional connection is the knowledge that your partner empathizes with you. I repeat, emotional connection is the knowledge that your partner empathizes with you, and they can turn toward you. They can turn toward you when you need them. This is what emotional connection is. In other words, emotional connection is the primary safety you get by knowing that you are seen, valued, and comforted in your most vulnerable moments. It is that security that you feel towards your partner, knowing that they have your back at any moment, no matter the situation, and that you are free to be you. You don't need to build that wall of barrier. You don't need to feel insecure. You don't need to feel being judged or criticized. So you have nothing to hide. You can trust them. So now you see the importance of emotional connection in a relationship. I personally believe that it is a fundamental factor if you want to build a healthy relationship. Emotional connection increases partners' ability to problem solve, cope with power struggles, disappointments, and transgressions. You see the importance of emotional connection. For example, when you know that your partner is there for you, it makes you to want to become more resilient. I don't know if you understand what I mean. Emotional connection means feeling confident to want to share anything with your partner. You have nothing to hide. Okay? You feel free and you're comfortable in their presence, and there is this freedom to be you, to be your truest self, to be your authentic self, and sharing with them won't be a struggle, like wanting to share with someone you don't trust. So emotional connection, as I mentioned in the beginning, helps build, it builds trust between partners. And when there is trust, then sharing becomes easier and more comfortable. Emotional connection promotes forgiveness. Okay? Forgiving becomes easier. And it also creates engagement. Both of you are engaged, okay, with one another. There is no detachment. There's no distance between both of you on an emotional level. Yeah? And also it boosts your morale. You see how important emotional connection is in a relationship that we can define as healthy. So what are other benefits of emotional connection? Let's look at some of the benefits when we talk of emotional connection. I believe there are benefits. So what are these benefits? I want to bring out a few of these benefits. Number one is that it creates less emotional distance between partners. Okay? It also creates less emotional issues. Many people go into relationship carrying bags and baggages of emotional issues. So when you create emotional connection with your partner, some of these issues becomes less. Okay? It allows emotional healing. People who carried over emotional issues from past relationships tends to build a wall of protection around them because they don't trust easily anymore, unlike maybe in the beginning of their past relationship at the early stage. So once something happened that disrupts that relationship, they tend to create this emotional barrier, this protective veil unseen to the naked eyes, but it is there because there is no trust. So when you can be able to build this connection, this emotional connection between you and your partner, the benefits is that there will be less emotional issues between both of you. Okay? It means you have done the inner work in you, and your partner, he himself, has done the inner work that he needs to do. So now there will be less emotional issues to deal with when creating this connection. Both of you will flow on emotional level. You flow easily. There will be less disruptions, as I mentioned earlier. You see the importance of emotional connection and the benefits so far. Emotional connection, one of the benefits is also that it creates bond of trust and respect between two of you. It also creates better, healthy sexual connection. Emotional connection needs to be, defined in such a way that we don't misunderstand emotional connection with, just affection, something that is superficial. Emotional connection goes deeper than just ordinary affection or what we feel on our day-to-day daily activities or daily living. Emotion is part of we are. And when I say better sexual connection, I mean especially for women, because a woman who is able to do the inner work, and on an emotional level, will be in a better position to enjoy a better, healthy sexual connection with her partner, unlike someone who is still struggling with lots of emotional issues, okay? Maybe from past hurts, past broken relationships. It can also be broken relationship between her and her parents, okay? It does not necessarily mean past, intimate relationships. It can be something that happened in the past between her and her father. And if she has not done an inner work, listen, this is very, very serious, okay? That's why I'm bringing all these things. My channel is all about helping people to unearth or unveil some of these issues, emotional issues, that we tend to neglect or overlook, okay? But in turn, they sabotage our relationships. They hinder us from living out our best lives, okay? They become toxic when you carry it over into a new relationship. You tend to, at your subconscious level, you tend to, see your current partner with the eye of the hurt that you have experienced in one way or the other at a certain period of your time, be it with your father or with your ex-boyfriend or with your ex-husband, okay? So these are things that need to be, identified and dealt with before now you can be freed emotionally to, connect with your partner and eventually enjoy a better, healthy sexual relationship. So how do we keep and maintain, this emotional connection? How do we keep it? How do we maintain it now that we have known what it is, the meaning and its benefits? So how do we keep it and how do we maintain it, in our relationships? Number one, I personally suggest for you to maintain emotional connection between you and your partner, please never you leave an issue unresolved. Never you leave an issue undiscussed, okay? Discuss whatever that comes up immediately. Don't leave it till next time. Don't leave it till next time. Don't postpone it, because before you know it, emotion is something very delicate and subtle that sometimes we build walls of not even bricks but stones so strong to break down, so strong to break down, that it is better not to allow those walls to build. You need to work on any issue that comes up immediately by sitting down and sorting things out. You talk as matured people, you discuss. Never you leave an issue undiscussed. This is very important if you want to keep and maintain, an emotional connection between you and your partner. And the next one is very, very important. This is where so many couples fail. This is one of the things that led to my marriage to fail, okay? Never you stop chasing one another. Never you stop chasing one another. Never you take your partner for granted. Never you say, because you have known your partner for a long time, because you have had children, because you have been married for 5 years, 10 years. Our marriage lasted for more than 25 years. Okay? But there wasn't this emotional connection or, attraction or spiritual connection any longer. We were in the relationship just for the sake of one thing or the other, one reason or the other. Maybe I can say on my own side, because the reason was maybe my children. When a woman has 2, 3, 4, 5 children, you find it very difficult to quit a relationship. So maybe that one of the reasons why I stayed in the relationship for such a long time was children. One of them was children. Secondly, was my belief. Okay, as a Christian, it is not a place I will want any woman to be. Even my worst enemy, I can't wish such spend the rest of our life in a relationship where there's no longer both physical attraction, both emotional connection, both spiritual connection. It's not a place any woman will want to be. You can be in such a relationship, but the truth is that you are no longer living. You are just surviving, but you are not living. You are just alive on the physical, but you are like a walking corpse. In fact, I could remember when he used to say things like, why are you not happy? Happiness is not something you buy from the supermarkets. Happiness is not something you Google. There's no app where you download happiness. Happiness comes from within. And when you are in an environment, where the atmosphere has, everything is just tensed. There is no joy. You don't see future in that relationship. It leads to regrets, that in turn leads to anger, and unresolved anger, can lead to frustration. And if frustration is not being tackled on time, you end up in depression. So emotional issue is not something that we should be taken lightly. Just the way I see in many, in our society today, people tend to take it lightly, maybe because of ignorance, because they haven't, come to realize the importance of, emotional connection. We don't have to rule out everything as carnal or as, flesh. Emotion is part of us, and there's no way you will eliminate your emotions, no matter how you pray, okay, or fast. So it is very important that we understand these things if really we want to live out, our best in a place where we will be able to enjoy our relationship, enjoy our partner. Marriage is not meant to be endured. Marriage is meant to be enjoyed. Life is not meant to be survived. Life is meant to be lived. Okay, so you can't, live with a partner that the distance between both of you is more than 1 kilometer. I don't know if you understand what I mean. Relationship is not all about, coming back home to eat, sleep, wake up, and then. Another thing that I personally and strongly believe that you have to implement in your relationship if you want to, cultivate and maintain emotional connection between you and your partner. You maintain it, you keep it, and you maintain it. It's not something you do for some time, or something that you have to do for 1 year or 1 month. No, it has to be continuous, okay? As long as both of you are into that relationship, it is a continuous work, it's a work in progress. So one of the things I believe that we have to maintain this relationship is to create time for quality and healthy sex that both of you will look forward to. Both of you will, be always anticipating. It's such a pity that we are in a time because of what is happening in this modern society, because of I always say this, the rat race lifestyle, always in a haste, always in a hurry, and money not being enough, a lot of issues that we allow to penetrate on the inside, and create tension and create stress, create worries and anxieties. And we tend to allow this, come into our sex life. I strongly believe that a woman that is not happy will not make a sex partner, a better sex partner in bed. A woman that is sad, depressed, a woman that is not fulfilled when she look at life, herself in the mirror and look at her life, and she's like something is missing, something is lacking, and she's not contented. That woman, I personally believe, won't be a great sexual partner for anybody. If a man is like always stressed out, not feeling realized, okay, not feeling complete, not always like there's something missing, he's not happy, he's always worried, maybe over financial issues or health issues or some situations, okay, that's maybe he's dealing with at the moment, might influence negatively in your sex life. So you see why it is very important to leave an open line of communication. This is another point that will help you to maintain and keep your emotional connection. Leave an open line of communication, okay? Don't say because you have known each other, then you start taking each other for granted. There's no time again to spend time to talk, like when you first meet, when you were chasing the person, when that you are into that person, you are restless, you are sleepless, you want to always be in that person's presence. If you can't see physically, there's a way you text, you call, there's a way, there are things you do, you say, you keep doing all these things, and I repeat, never you stop chasing your partner. Remember the days that you first met the person. There is something that attracted you to that person. So don't you ever take that for granted. The day you start taking it for granted, you are opening a door to, ruin your relationship. You are creating a loophole for the relationship to start, leaking or lacking. And before you know it, things will fall apart. And the center may not hold again. I believe that we have learned something from this video, okay? Please, if you have not subscribed, please do so. Subscribe, share this video with your friends, and leave your comments below. I would like to know what you think. If there is a topic you want me to discuss, you can also, leave your comment below. Or send me a message privately. You can find me on Facebook at Augustina Ekwunife, okay, and also on Instagram at Augustina Ekwunife. So for today, I believe that we have learned something from this, video. My greatest desire is to, bring a positive impact in someone's life out there, to help someone, no matter how little, if I can add a value in your life as I'm adding value into my life, I'm satisfied. That's my greatest joy and satisfaction. So I want to believe that you have learned something from this video. I want to believe that you are going to work on the parts that you see or you notice or you found out after watching this program that you are lacking, and there are areas you need to implement. There are areas you and your partner need to work on to improve your relationship and make it more healthier and more lovelier and more happier. Okay, every woman, every man wants to have a partner that they will enjoy, a partner that they can't wait to get back home to meet, a partner that even when they are apart, they are still connected emotionally and spiritually. If there is emotional and spiritual connection between both of you, you will be stronger and tighter no matter the distance. Okay, so I thank you for watching so far. God bless you so much for stopping by. Thank you so much, and God bless you. See you in my next video. Bye. Yeah, I forgot. Please, I wrote a book on this relationship issue, okay? And the title is Let's Talk Sex. It is not only on sex, but also on how to build a healthy relationship. Okay, so you may want to check it out. You can find it on any Amazon online stores, or you can also check it out on my website www.augustinaekwunifeministry.com. Thank you once again. Have a blessed week. Bye.